Everyone, I'm Sydney, one of the assistant digital editors at NYLON, and today we're joined by professional hypnotist Richard Barker.
How are you? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us on the feed.
You're welcome.
So we have a bunch of the NYLON staff here today. I will allow them to introduce themselves, and we'll just get right into it.
Hi, I'm Jenna. I'm also an assistant digital editor.
Hi, I'm Bea. I'm the social media director.
Hi, I'm Hayden. I'm the senior staff writer here at NYLON. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, before we get started, Richard, I would love if you could kind of just walk us through what hypnosis is. I know a lot of people kind of have qualms about it,
Sure,
whether they should actually believe in it. So if you could just talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely, yeah. So obviously, there's people out there that don't know whether hypnosis is real or not. A lot of people haven't actually seen it, and certainly there are a large percentage of people that haven't experienced it. Mm-hmm. So what hypnosis is, it's putting somebody in a heightened sense of awareness and a state of suggestibility. The best way I can explain it is right here, right now. We're all in a normal level of suggestion. So if I was to suggest to you something right now, you'd think to yourself critically, I may or may not do that. Under hypnosis, you'd have a heightened sense of suggestibility because the critical thinking would be off. So when I suggest to you, there would be a heightened sense of that suggestibility being true to you, and you would do it. You'd have more of an inclination to want to follow that suggestion. You critically won't think about it. You'll just say, yes, I want to do it. Sort of the difference.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So we know that there have kind of been some hypnotism-related crimes committed, but do hypnotists kind of work under some sort of a code? Like, are there rules? Can you just explain that whole process?
I used to be a detective. I can tell you no crime is committed through hypnosis at all. What tends to happen is people will use hypnosis as a defense or as I was hypnotized, therefore I must have committed this crime. It's never been proven. There is no real code other than I can't make a subject or a volunteer do anything against their will. So you have a sort of a moral faculty protecting you from outrageous suggestions. So, Hayden, if I just said, 1, 2, 3, drop your pants, probably wouldn't. Who knows? But normally you have this sort of, critical faculty that would protect you from a direct suggestion. Therefore, it's not mind control. I can't make somebody do something against their will. I can't program you to rob a bank or do anything that morally you wouldn't ordinarily do. But of course, if somebody would ordinarily rob a bank, and through hypnosis, they could probably rob the bank further. So code-wise, we don't ask people to do anything against their beliefs or their morals.
Good to know.
Yeah.
And then what sort of prevents someone from being hypnotized? Is that even
possible? Good question, yeah. So here's the deal is, so I don't know how many thousands of people I've hypnotized, and I've come to the same conclusion, is that those with an above average level of intelligence make the best subjects, the best volunteers, those that go into the trance the deepest and the furthest. And the reason for that is I'm asking you to focus, relax, and concentrate, listen to the sound of my voice, and follow directions. So, of course, if you can't follow directions, chances are you can't be hypnotized. And the big golden thing for me is you have to want to be hypnotized to be hypnotized. If you really don't want to, then you won't be hypnotized.
Well, I want to be hypnotized. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone
Nod your head,
really,
I want
really
to be hypnotized. Good.
Cool.
Because you're asking for some benefits, aren't you? I mean, there are things you want to personally improve about yourselves. And Jenna, what was yours?
So I am like a serial snacker,
Yes.
especially during work. I am constantly raiding the drawer. So I really want to just kind of not snack, and at least not eat junk food anymore, and just kind of eat healthier, especially summer right around the corner.
Right.
I'm a chronic snoozer in the morning, hitting my snooze alarm. I come from a long line of snoozers. My mom's a snoozer. So I really want to get past that, and I really want to not hit the snooze button and really wake up when I'm supposed to.
Absolutely. And I, for whatever reason, have not eaten a piece of fruit since I was about the age of 4. I don't know what happened, but since then I have had this chronic fear of even trying and ingesting a piece of fruit. So that's my main goal, but then on top of that, it's just to be healthier in general and going to the gym in the morning.
So as hypnotists, what we do, people come and see us for fears, phobias, negative habits like nail biting or smoking or want to lose a bit of weight, or want to improve something about their life, like the examples we've just got here. My role would then be to hypnotize them, put them in a relaxed state of mind, increase their ability to accept suggestions, and then give them the suggestions, and then make them suggestions stick and become reality.
Amazing. Sounds
That's
like
how
there
it
are a lot
works.
of benefits to hypnotism.
Right. And actually, you know, athletes and actors and actresses and people that are in a position of like running all the time with, you know, anxiety, actually use hypnosis to calm down, remember lines, or, you know, de-stress, remove anxiety. So yeah, it's you can apply it to all kinds of things to improve your life. Yeah.
Great. I mean, yeah, do you want to get started on the gang here?
Would love to get
right.
started on the gang. All right, so here's
do
the
it.
thing. I'm just going to stand up, it's just the way I roll. There's a ghost in the room, don't worry about that. Careful, careful, careful.
We do
So-
have ghosts here.
You really do, huh?
We do.
Oh, right. So here's what I would like you to do is I'm going to be asking you to listen to the sound of my voice and my voice only. I'm going to be asking you to fully relax, concentrate, and listen to me at all times. You will see people in the room moving around and, you know, might hear a bit of noise. But I want you to block all those sounds out as if they no longer exist and just listen to me in my voice only. Nod your head if you understand. And you've given me permission to hypnotize you. And I want you not to think critically about what I'm doing. Just go with the flow and treat it as a really nice way to relax. And the more you relax, the better you will actually feel when I give you this guided sense of meditation, which is what hypnosis is. So get nice and comfortable in your chair. Don't worry whether I'm standing to the front, to the back, to the left, or to the right of you. Just worry about the sound of my voice. You can't get stuck in hypnosis. If you don't hear my voice for 5 minutes, you'll naturally emerge from hypnosis. And I promise you, you will feel absolutely wonderful after the hypnotic trance has released itself from you, okay? No embarrassing things will happen to you. So just have a chance to relax. So get nice and comfortable in your chair, put your feet firmly flat on the floor, hands uncrossed on your laps, and just relax. Now in a few seconds, but not yet, I want you to find an object in the room somewhere, and once you find the object, I want you to begin to stare at it. Now not another human being, but I want you to stare at a fixed object in the room. It could be something in the ceiling, something on the floor, it could be one of the screens or a clip or whatever it is that you decide to focus on. But once you find that object, I want you to stare at it at all times. I want you to realize that you might already know this. Sometimes if you stare at the TV or a rolling road when you're on the highway, or a flickering flame or a candle, sometimes it actually sends you to sleep because it's eye fixation. You transfix your eyes on a key object. So right now, make sure you find the object, and I want you to stare at the object at all times. Don't look away, don't fidget, don't fuss, don't worry about the person sitting next to you. Just stare at your focused object at all times. Now in a few seconds, but not yet, I'm going to teach you how to breathe, teach you how to relax, and teach you how to go into a natural state of hypnosis, but you'll continue to follow and look at the object of your choice at all times. Now in a few seconds, I'll teach you how to relax and teach you how to breathe. I'm going to count to 3. Now when I do reach 3, I would like you just to all take a deep breath in and out with me when I do reach 3. And I want you to understand, every time I count to 3, you'll simply take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in, suck in all the anxiety, the aches and pains, the worries and troubles, the toxins in your body, and as you breathe out and exhale, allow all that energy to release itself so you actually feel better and relaxed about yourself. Now in a few seconds, but not yet, you'll keep staring at your object of choice at all times. I'll count to 3, you'll simply take a deep breath in and out with me. We'll do it on 3 and it will help you relax. Get ready, 1, 2, and 3. Take a deep breath in. Good, breathe out. Just relax and just feel the aches and pains, worries and troubles of the world just melting away. Now don't worry about what happened today, yesterday, the day before. Don't worry about what's happening this afternoon or on the weekend. Just listen to my voice and just allow yourself to relax. I'll count to 3, but not before. When I do reach 3, I'll simply ask you to take another deep breath in with me. I'll count to 3, you'll breathe in and breathe out exactly in the same way. 1, 2, and 3. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Just relax, feel all the aches and pains, worries and troubles of the world melting away. Just allow yourself to collapse, relax, sink and melt into a nice state of deep relaxation. I'll count to 3 just one more time. And this time when I reach 3, just take a deep breath in. This time when you breathe in, I'd like your eyes to close. And when you breathe out, just allow your heavy head to rest down to your chest. Once again, in a few moments, I'll count to 3, but not before. When I do reach 3, take a deep breath in on 3. Simply close your eyes. And when you breathe out, allow your heavy head to rest down to your chest. 1, 2, and 3. Breathe in. Close your eyes. Breathe out. And just allow your head to rest down peacefully to your chest or whatever is comfortable to you. Now, in a few moments, but not yet, as you feel a sense of relaxation drifting from the top of your head down through the tips of your toes. I want you to ensure that nothing worries, troubles, or disturbs you in any way. Now, in a few moments, but not yet, I want you to realize, allow yourself to feel the sensation of relaxing in every way. What your mind believes it achieves, and you'll think of deep relaxation. Now, in a few moments, but not yet, I'll count to 3, but not before. When I do reach 3, I want you to simply open your eyes. You'll stare at the object you were looking at moments ago, and as soon as you find it, allow your eyes to close. And once again, I'm going to count to 3. When I do reach 3, simply take a deep breath in. You'll open your eyes. You'll look at the object you were looking at moments ago. As soon as you find your object, close your eyes back down. When I reach 3, 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes, look at your object, close your eyes, and go further and deeper into a state of relaxation. I want you to realize I'll count to 3. When I do reach 3, you'll simply open your eyes, you'll look at the object you were looking at moments ago. As soon as you find it, allow your eyes to close and go down deeper and further into a deep sense of relaxation. And understand, the deeper you go and the better you feel. 1, 2, and 3. Open your eyes and close them all the way down. Allow your heavy head just to rest down to your chest. Now, in a few seconds, I'll count to 3. Just one more time, and this time when I do reach 3, you're going to simply open your eyes. You'll look at the object. As soon as you look at the object, your eyes will close, and you'll go further and deeper. 1, 2, 3. Open them and close them all the way down. Just allow your heavy head to rest down to your chest. Now, each and every one of you are doing a wonderful job up here, feeling the effects and sensation of deep relaxation. Now, in a few moments, I want you to imagine, visualize, and create the sense of relaxation. And I want you to imagine, if you will, lend me the use of your imagination, relaxation drifting from the top of your head all the way down through the tips of your toes. Imagine your face, your hands, your legs, and your feet completely dissolving, collapsing, and relaxing. Feel a complete sense of relaxation. And I want you to focus on the soft muscle tissue surrounding your eyes, known as your eyelids. And I want you to imagine your eyes are becoming heavier and heavier and heavier. As you focus in on your eyes, I want you to imagine your eyes are becoming heavy and heavier and heavier. I want you to imagine it's almost as if your eyes are so heavy, so lazy and tight, that it almost feels like you could have actually received at least 8 to 10 hours sleep right now. In fact, you feel so tired, so lazy, so hazy, and so relaxed that in a few moments I want you to realize your eyes are becoming heavier and heavier and heavier. I want you to imagine your eyes are sticking all the way down to your cheeks, just as if superglue has been poured across your eyes. Lend me the use of your imagination and just imagine your eyes are actually sticking all the way down to your cheeks, as if crazy glue, superglue, is sticking your eyelids down to your cheeks. Now, in a few moments, but not yet, I'll be asking you to try and open your eyes in a few moments. And I want you to realize in a few seconds, but not yet, when you do in fact try and open your eyes, I want you to realize the more you try, the more you fail. The more you fail, the more you try. You'll visualize, create, and imagine your eyes sticking down to your face. Now, one or two of you might be able to peek and open up your eyes, but that's not why you're here. You'll simply lend me the use of your imagination. Visualize and imagine your eyes sticking all the way down to your face. Now, you'll understand you'll keep your eyes closed at all times. When I ask you to try and open your eyes, you simply won't be able to. Just keep them locked shut tight. Try and open your eyes, but you can't. Try and open them, but you can't. Try and open them, but you can't. Stop trying. Just relax and think of sleep. All doing a wonderful job up here right now. In a few moments, but not yet, as you feel a sense of deep relaxation drifting from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes, just imagine every ache and pain, every stress, every worry and trouble of the world simply dissolves, collapses, and melts away. Now, in a few seconds, but not yet, I'll send you further and deeper into a sense of relaxation. I want you to understand and realize that what you think about the most becomes true. You'll feel and think yourself completely relaxed. Now, in a few seconds, but not yet, I'll count to 3, but not before. When I do reach 3, I want you to imagine and visualize yourself completely loose and limp, almost like a child's soft toy. I want you to imagine yourself like a rag doll you'd find at a fair or in a child's store. I want you to imagine every muscle in your arms, legs, face, and feet simply collapses, relaxes, and dissolves, just as if you were a child's soft toy that you would find at a fairground or in a kiddie's store. I want you to imagine that every muscle tissue in your arms, legs, face, and feet simply dissolve, collapse, and relax. Any tension, any aches and pains in your arms, anything holding you upright will simply dissolve as if you were like a child's soft toy. I want you to also imagine you'll feel like a handful of loose rubber bands, almost as if you're made of jelly. You'll just completely become relaxed. Now, in a few moments, when I count to 3, you'll slump further and deeper in your chair. You might roll forward in your chair. You will stay in your chair at all times, but you'll feel completely relaxed. In a few moments, I'll count to 3, but not before. When I do reach 3, just allow every tension to release itself. and allow yourself to completely relax with every muscle just sinking further and deeper, like you're melting into the chair. 1, 2, and 3. Just allow yourself to completely relax in each and every way. Allow all the tension to remove itself in your arms, legs, face, and feet. Now in a few seconds, but not yet, I'll come up and down the line. I'll be touching each and every one of you on the left or right wrist. Now I'll just raise your hand a couple of inches off your lap. Do not try and help me. And I'll raise your hand a couple of inches off your lap. Imagine your hand is just like a rag doll, loose and limp. And I'll be picking up your hand a couple of inches off your lap. The minute I release your hand, imagine your hand is a heavy object just completely colliding back down to your lap, sending you deeper and further. I'll raise your hand a couple of inches. Imagine your hand is just like a rag doll. As I raise it, let it just flop down onto your lap. Good, like a rag doll. Let it flop down onto your lap like a rag doll. That's good. Just sink it down all the way deeper and further, relaxed. Now from this point forward, I want you to understand every word I say and every breath you take will simply help you relax. I want you to understand the more you hear my voice and the more you breathe, the more you feel yourself relaxing and slipping away into a deep sense of relaxation. Nod your head if you understand. You'll feel yourself relaxing further and deeper with every word I say. Now in a few moments, but not yet, I want you to realize that every time you hear me say the word sleep, no matter whether your eyes are open or your eyes are closed, if ever you hear me say the word sleep, no matter whether your eyes are open or your eyes are closed, if you ever hear me say the word sleep, your eyes will immediately close, you'll sink down in your chair just like rag dolls. I want you to understand if you ever hear me say the word sleep, no matter whether your eyes are open or closed, your eyes will immediately close and you'll fall and sink down even deeper and further into your chair just like a rag doll. If ever you hear me say the word sleep, your eyes will immediately close and sink down further and deeper just like a rag doll. Now in a few seconds I'm going to count to 3, but not before. When I do reach 3, your eyes will be open, fully alert, you'll be wide awake. However, understand if you ever do, in fact, hear me say the word sleep, your eyes will immediately close, you'll sink down further and deeper, just like a rag doll. I'll count to 3, I'll introduce myself to you, I'll have you chance to introduce yourself to me, and if ever you hear me say the word sleep, you'll just go deeper and further and deeper into a sense of relaxation. After all, the deeper you go, the better you feel, and the better you feel, the deeper you go. On 3, 1, 2, 3, eyes open. Welcome back. Good to see each and every one of you. Fantastic. You all had the ability to relax, focus, and drift. And catch your name again?
B.
B, focus on me. And just sleep, B. Closing your eyes, just relaxing. Let it go all the way down. Every muscle tissue just relaxing all the way down. What was your name again, my friend?
I'm Hayden.
Hayden, I say. Sleeping, Hayden, just relaxing all the way down, Hayden. Allow every muscle tissue simply to relax, keeping your eyes closed at all times. And Sarah, Jenna. Can you spell that, Jenna?
J-E-N-N.
Just sleeping, Jenna, just relaxing, closing your eyes. Allow every single muscle tissue to simply collapse and relax, sinking further and deeper, deeper and further into a sense of relaxation. So at the moment, what we have with the volunteers is they know exactly that they're in the room. There's different levels of relaxation. We could begin to implant suggestions into the subconscious mind of health benefits into the subconscious mind. We could work with them a little further and a little deeper, send them further into hypnosis and slip them down into another sense of relaxation. But right now they're fully aware of where they are, but they have a natural desire and an impulse to help them relax. So I don't know if you have any questions you want to finish off with while they are in a deep sense of relaxation. And just for you guys, you'll keep your eyes closed, you'll continue to relax. And if you hear the sound of my voice, every time you do hear my voice and every time you do breathe, it will send you further and deeper into a sense of relaxation.
Wow. Okay. So, I mean, we're doing this live on the stream, obviously.
Sure.
But is it possible to do hypnosis virtually, like, over the phone?
Yes.
Via FaceTime, stuff like that?
Yeah, and actually FaceTime works very well. Mm-hmm. And what we like to call Skypnosis works very well as well through Skype or any other social media. Mm-hmm. And because as long as you can hear my voice, your eyes can remain closed. And what we're doing actually is implanting suggestions into the subconscious mind. Mm-hmm. So whilst they might appear to be sleeping, they're really not. They know where they are. They're fully aware. And, interestingly, they could open their eyes if they wanted to. But why would they want to do it? They choose not to because the benefits of what they're about to receive far overweighs. So, so you don't have to be physically in the same room as somebody.
That's good to know. And then, can hypnosis cause any physical changes? So let's say you hypnotize someone who wants to improve their singing abilities. Like, would that actually
yes.
happen?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, singing, acting, remembering lines, golf swing, actors, actresses. Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing. And then, when would you say hypnosis should be an option for someone? Like, is it, if someone wants to make an improvement in their life, Should it be like the first thing that you would recommend they try, or is it kind of more of a last resort? Like, what do you recommend?
In the real world, it seems to be, well, let's just step back. A lot of medical doctors now would, I get a lot of referrals from medical practitioners because what we do is we help people relax first and foremost, remove anxiety, and then tackle the issue that's deep-seated into the subconscious mind. I would say, you have a choice. If you're a smoker, you can try a nicotine patch, you can take a gum or a pill, or you can actually reprogram the subconscious mind and stop the habit for good, because the habit lies in the subconscious mind. Whereas everything else, to me, is a placebo effect. So I would say, to answer your question, you really want to be using hypnosis and hypnotists and self-hypnosis as sort of part of your everyday life, because those successful people that I mentioned earlier use it as positive affirmations, positive self-talk, removing negativity. So to me, I use it every day. A lot of my friends use hypnosis every day. To me, it would be the first port of call for something that I'm struggling with, mentally and physically sometimes. But it's not yet sort of mainstream.
Okay. And then how does one sort of like master the art of hypnotism? I imagine it took you a while to get to the level that you're at.
Yeah, so, there's classes, courses, there's the University of YouTube, there's various different books and ways that you can learn. But to me, this is a very auditory skill, and this is a skill that requires you to adapt and look at individuals. And the best way to learn really would be to shadow a professional hypnotist, somebody that's already doing what you would like to achieve. And, where it's mentorship programs or immersing yourself in the trade, because it does take a couple of years to actually refine what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then let's briefly talk about this book that you have here.
Sure, yeah.
Tell me all about it.
So this is the second book. It's called Selling Hypnotically, The Art of Suggestion. And it's not just about selling, it's about persuading and suggesting. So that could be relevant for relationships, dealing with your significant other, selling something to somebody else, whether it's just an idea, a concept, trying to get a pay rise from your boss, or using it for shopping. So it really is about how to use embedded suggestions and language. For example, if you watch an infomercial, you'll see the infomercials always move you towards buy now, you'll see the benefits of buying this book. Of course, they're using buy now as a trigger to embed the suggestion that buy now you'll want to click on the checkout button or whatever it might be. So they're using undeniable truths, embedded commands and anchors, and that's what the book contains. Just language to help you get what you want.
Amazing. And then I'm just curious, so if someone wants to do some, self-hypnotism, how long, what length of time would you recommend that they, have those sessions? Can they do it within 20 minutes? Should they be taking an hour?
Yeah. What's really cool about this is, learning self-hypnosis is pretty straightforward. It's having that self-talk. It's having you close your eyes, breathe deeply, allowing yourself to push the toxins, the negativity away, and then implanting positive suggestions into your subconscious mind. Therefore, you can do it on the train, on an aircraft, when you wake up in the morning, 5-10 minutes. You could actually just listen to an MP3 for 20-30 minutes. Most hypnotists have one, and focus in on something you would like to improve about yourself. I like to personally, when I'm doing self-hypnosis, focus in on something, whether it's success, whether it's positive thinking, whether it's, but a certain angle will help you actually increase the ability to take that suggestion and then act upon it when you're out of hypnosis.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very powerful stuff.
Yeah, I need to hypnotize my stomach right now if I'm growling. Sorry if that's coming through on the feed.
That's physiological. That's not going to happen.
Okay. Well, should we bring in?
Yeah, let me just try. Let me try out. Yeah, just make sure they're all at the right level.
Okay.
Still, you'll keep your eyes closed. You listen to each and every word I say. You're having the ability to relax and focus and listen to each and every word I say. And the first thing I'd like to do, if that's okay with you, quickly, is just allow each and every one of you to realize that you're all employees for the Golf Digest. I want you to realize from this point forward, you're all avid golfers, and you all write, work, and interact with Golf Digest. Now, you've been working there for such a long time, you've just forgotten how long you've been the expert at golf and the Golf Digest. Now in a second, when I count to 3 and your eyes open, we'll be asking you a couple of questions about golf and Golf Digest, which you'll ask and answer with the most detail that you know yourself to have. Nod your head if you understand. I want you to realize not only have you been contributors and social media experts and senior executive writers for the Golf Digest, that you know everything there is to know about golf. Now in a few seconds I'll ask you a few questions, and you'll have the natural ability and desire to answer those questions full and frankly in the detail that you know to be true about golf. Nod your head if you understand. From this point forward, if anybody asks you if you work for any other publication, should it be NYLON or something else, of course you don't. You actually work exclusively for Golf Digest. Nod your head if you understand. In a second I'll count to 3, your eyes will be fully open, wide awake. 1, 2, and 3. Welcome back, golf experts. So just 1 or 2 questions, and maybe I don't know if you have any as well, but I was following a lot of golfing just recently in St Andrews, and Hayden, what do you think one of the main sort of attributes would you say is for a successful golf swing? What would be sort of one of the things you could tell the viewers about that?
Focus. You have to focus on where the ball is going, and you guide it with your swing, and you go from there.
Is it like is it something that they do beforehand, or is it just do they just
Visualize.
Oh, they visualize.
If you visualize where the ball is going, then I think your body ultimately
Nice.
follows.
Is that about right, B? Would you say?
I'd say posture.
The posture as well. Well, what would be a good posture? Can you? Is there any sort of
Back straight, neck straight, legs straight, and focus. Definitely focus too. But
Okay.
yeah.
And anything about equipment? Is there like a certain equipment that's better, or is there anything they should look for when they're out there trying to buy something, or
You definitely need a high quality club.
a high quality club?
Yes.
Would it be what, wood, metal, or
Steel.
oh, steel? So it'd be made of steel, yeah. Okay. And roughly how is this something they buy every year, or sort of every month, or
I would say every year.
Yeah.
every
Unless
year would be
you
good to
really blow through them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Just look at the hand. Focus. And sleep. Closing your eyes, relaxing, peacefully resting all the way down. Understanding from this point forward, you do in fact work from NYLON Magazine, but you have an inherent ability to understand and enjoy also the game of golf. So you see, you can program,
Wow.
and they're drawing it from their subconscious mind as to what they know and believe to be true about the world. So let's see how we get on with this. And I'll give the 2 suggestions just while they're doing that. And just for the person I'm touching now, I want you to realize you are a beautiful, vibrant, happy, alert, and alive individual right now. I want you to understand you know something to be true at the moment in the waking state. I want you to understand that the snack drawer in the office, that little drawer that talks to you, I want you to realize it starts talking in a different language to you. I want you to realize when you go into the office, it's like in the break room, right? There's like that little drawer, and in that drawer is, what is it, like, you know, little snacks and stuff like that. You're going to realize when you walk to there from this point forward, that a little voice in that drawer actually shouts back to you and says, stop it. You realize there'll be a little voice in there that shouts back to you and says, stop it. Now, as you get closer to that snack drawer, I want you to realize you won't spoil your 3 decent meals a day. You'll have a nice breakfast, perhaps a light breakfast while you make your way into the office. You will have a decent lunch. It'll be a nice lunch of your choice. And you'll also realize that you'll have a nice, comfortable dinner. And that'll be the sources of your protein that you need to function as a human being. In between the snacking and walking to the drawer and putting your hand in there, you'll hear a voice that just tells you to stop. Nod your head if you understand. From this point forward, you want to realize that it's not going to actually do you any benefit to keep your hand in that snack drawer, other than to actually harm your 3 solid meals per day. So from this point forward, when you do go in the break room, you do get yourself a drink of water or something that's refreshing to you. As you see that drawer, you'll see there's a sign on there saying stop. Nod your head if you understand. Good. Now for the person I'm touching now, coming from the lineage of professional snoozers, I want you to understand something, that one of the things that you'll realize as a habit that will start tomorrow morning from this point forward is that you'll have a natural desire and ability to spring out of bed when your alarm sounds, jump out of bed, take the new day with gusto. And I want you to understand one of the things you'll do as a trigger is you'll understand that you'll have positive affirmations you need to tell yourself before you get out of bed and enjoy the full day ahead, whether it be work or otherwise. From this point forward, I want you to realize you in particular have a natural impulse and a perfect habit to be able to give yourself positive suggestions the minute you jump out of bed. In fact, hitting a snooze button is no option for you. It's just delaying your positivity and success in life. Nod your head if you understand. From this point forward, you breathe success, you look success, you will be successful, and you have a full career ahead of you that no time is time to waste. You'll immediately stop hitting that snooze button. You'll immediately jump out of bed. You'll give yourself positive affirmations, words including, each day in every way I'm successful. Each day in every way I'm getting better about myself. Each day in every way I'm feeling healthier, wonderful, vibrant, alert, and alive. Nod your head if you understand. No time to waste. Just for the person I'm touching now, I want you to realize that something was locked deep into your subconscious mind. The ability to all of a sudden not enjoy fruit. It's just a mental scarred. It's just something that's just blocking your subconscious mind, because you know it to be true that actually fruit and vegetables is of course good for you, if you understand. And I want you to realize as you age and ascend through life, understanding you age and ascend through the value ladder of life, not only will you become smarter, not only will you become fitter and more healthier, but also you're going to contribute to the earth in a far greater way. I want you to understand from this point forward, you have greatness in you, and you know you do. You know that you have a lot to contribute, both now and in the future, to the world, but you also know you need the health benefits of fruit and vegetables. Nod your head if you understand. I want you to realize, I'm going to give you just maybe a strawberry or just probably a piece of melon, and I want you to understand without any hesitation, you'll feel the urge, you'll feel the necessity and the dependency to take a nice piece of fruit each day in every way. You'll understand whatever the nasty food and nasty snacks you might be eating in the past or a thing of the past, you'll understand that this is brain food, brain nourishment, and from this point forward, you know it to be true. Nod your head if you understand. I'll simply give you a piece of fruit. I'll join in with you, because fruit is the source of brain tissue. Rest of you just keep your eyes closed. Just for Hayden, 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes. So we've got a nice piece of brain fruit here. You can take strawberry or take a melon, quickly put it in your mouth right now. Just take the melon, put it in there right now. That's it, and just have isn't that nice? It's refreshing. What you feel is that actually that helps nourish the mind, the body, the spirit, and the soul. And actually in your arms, legs, face, and feet, you'll feel that that actually is the way that it should always be. Take another big bite of that. You'll feel that actually that will nourish put a big that's it. Take a nice big bite of that, one more bite of that, quickly chew it, dissolve it, and actually you're going to realize that you'll feel much better than you've ever felt before. Now you said you haven't eaten fruit since you were the age of 4, so we need to catch up. Take another bite of that. That's good. You perfectly got it. One more bite of that, and actually I'll just take a bite of that too. One more bite of that. Just put it on. That's good. And each day in every way, you'll realize to make healthy choices, and it's the way it should be. And in fact, let's take a bite on the carrot too. Quickly, hurry up. Take another bite. Take a big bite of the carrot. That's right. Take another big bite, pal. Take one there. Take another quick bite. Right up in there. Nice and quick. Good. Just put it back on the plate. And look at me. I'm just sleeping all the way down. Just sleeping, my friend. Just resting, relaxing, sinking down. Make sure you've chewed it all out and got it all relaxed. Understanding from this point forward, you'll make healthy choices and healthy decisions about yourself. From this point forward, you'll realize you'll only pick the healthy options. From this point forward, remove the energy of being a 4-year-old and no longer having a desire for fruit and vegetables. And from this point forward, realizing that each day in every way, you'll take a piece of fruit, you'll enjoy it. Nod your head if you understand. It will be the way to progress, to age and ascend into the next chapter of your life, my friend, and I congratulate you. Keeping your eyes closed, it's the right decision to make. Just keeping your eyes closed, listen to each and every word I say. Every word I say helps you relax and sends you further and deeper into a level of relaxation, and the deeper you go, the better you feel. So in terms of levels of hypnosis right now, because there are different levels, and sometimes, viewers watching things like this, they look at it and they go, well, are they really hypnotized? Or are they really in a level of trance, or what level are they at? And that is common, because when you look at it, we're using the word sleep, but they're not really sleeping. They're just relaxing, and they're just reacting to suggestions. So the art form of hypnosis now is to make the suggestions stick. So one of the ways to do it now is through self-hypnosis, or listening to an audio, hypnosis audio, or playing back this feed, and embedding the suggestions into the subconscious mind and having this become a habit, and releasing the old habits of pressing the snooze or snacking in the drawer or not eating fruit and vegetables.
Wow.
And that's how we groom our clients into the next chapter of their life.
That's amazing. Yeah, Hayden literally, if he smells fruit, he won't go near it.
Oh,
So
really?
that was amazing to witness. Yeah,
Very cool. They look very relaxed.
they look super relaxed.
So shall I bring them back up?
Yeah, I think we can let them be alive now. Wake them up.
Okay. So just for the volunteers, I'll count from 1 up to 5. When I do reach 5, you'll feel fully alert, fully alive, and fully awake. I want you to understand the suggestions I gave you will become permanent suggestions into your subconscious mind. From this point forward, starting this afternoon, your hand will go nowhere near that snack drawer. Nod your head if you understand. It's not good for you, not healthy for you. In fact, you'll see a stop sign on it. B, I want you to understand from tomorrow morning when your alarm sounds, or even sometime sooner, you'll realize it's good to get out of bed and give yourself positive affirmations. It isn't good to try and delay your life in any further capacity. You'll wake up as soon as the alarm sounds and you'll give yourself positive affirmations, nod your head if you understand, and your career will soar like an eagle. Just for Hayden, I want you to understand from this point forward, you'll select one piece of fruit and one piece of vegetable each day in every way. You can increase the intensity as you begin to enjoy your chosen and preferred fruit of choice, whether it's a melon or a strawberry or something you prefer. Nod your head if you understand. From this point forward, you'll actually increase that into your diet as life moves on very quickly, whether it's the week that follows or the month that follows. And you'll understand you'll age and ascend into a new chapter of your life that you only dreamed of. And you know you have high hopes and high dreams, don't you? And that to be true. When I count from 1 up to 5, all hypnotic suggestions will be permanent. You'll feel better than you've ever felt before. And you'll just feel like you've had a wonderful power nap. You'll stretch, you'll smile, and you'll feel wonderful about yourself, ready to take on the work that you're going to enjoy doing this afternoon and the days and weeks and months that follow. You're loved people. 1, feeling refreshed, feeling alert, feeling alive. 2, feeling like you bathed your eyes in a cool mountain spring. 3, feeling the energy rushing into your veins. 4, feeling better than you've ever felt before. And in a few seconds, but not yet, on 5, eyes open, fully alert. 1, 2, and 5, eyes open. Give them a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, and volunteers, sharing their personalities with you.
Wow.
Very good, everyone.
How do you guys feel? Awesome.
I'm a little dazed.
Wow.
It takes a while, yeah. It's a little bit of a sort of fog when you first come out.
You guys are knocked out.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
You guys all did excellent, by the way, because
Yeah.
it's not easy.
No,
And
it's,
you did really well.
you know when your eyes like in REM cycle?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what it felt
Yeah.
like.
Ian, do you know what you did?
Yes, I do know.
I wish I could have seen it.
I like felt it going on, and I was like, "What? This is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
This fruit thing is so real. You have to know. Oh my god. Whoa.
We are proud of all of you,
Yeah,
Amanda.
it was amazing.
You were loving that fruit over there.
Yeah, you really like chomped. Like big bites.
Oh my gosh.
Juicy.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you so much, Richard.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And how can we like stay in touch with you? What's your website?
Yeah. Best way to get a hold of me, incrediblehypnotist.com, youtube.com/incrediblehypnotist, Richard Barker, Incredible Hypnotist on Facebook, and all the other social media in between. And incrediblehypnotist.com.
Great. Thank you so much, Richard.
Thank
Thank
you.
you guys for tuning in, and hopefully hypnotism will change your life.